she said, yeah. Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time, yeah. Gonna have a good time. Hey. Ooh, gonna have a good time. She said, ooh, gonna have a good time.
I knew this part was coming up. We'll just end it like
Gonna have a
that.
good time. Boom, boom. Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a
That's
while.
good though, man.
What's
Nice.
going on, everybody? This is
Man.
Isaac, and we are back here at the Shack with the fellas from Red Sea and Backstage Bar and Grill, and no, Stage and Grill, excuse me.
Backyard.
Sloppy Joe.
Backyard.
That's right, Backyard. Sorry, Backstage is Nashville. That's where I used to live back in the day. And they do everything else. They make movies. They do podcasts. They sing songs. Give it up for these fellas. Brian Brown. What's up, my friend?
Brian sings.
Right on.
Yeah, Russell and I have been sick.
I saw pictures. I did see pictures.
Oh, of them back in the day, yes, sir.
Chris Cox is in the house.
Yeah.
Man, I've known you for a long time.
Many days. Back when I was skinny and fat and skinny, and now I'm fat again. And Russell, I don't know your last name. What's your last name, my
Clay.
friend? I thought it was Clay. Russell Clay, everybody. What's going on, gentlemen?
Good to be here, man. This is a cool place, dude. I
agree.
apologize for never being here yet, but I'm very glad we're here. This is super cool.
I appreciate it, bro.
I assume that when I'm dead, this is much like what it's going to be like in a pine box, but a nice
That's
one.
right. With audio equipment around.
That's
I love
right.
it.
That's
I love
exactly
it.
right.
So you talked about doing this show, what,
Dude,
4 or 5 years
about
ago?
4
with me.
years ago, that's right. And I never could figure out how in the heck I wanted to do it because I couldn't find a cameraman. I couldn't find how to get to where I tried to do one on the Ustream. I don't want to make it about myself, but I tried it on the Ustream. It lagged, the video lagged, it said it looked horrible. So as soon as Facebook came out, I think that week, I did a couple, on SoundCloud. They did okay, but
We used
That's-
Ustream and Justin TV. That was the first one we
Yeah,
used.
that was-
I don't remember.
Long
I
time
think
ago.
I may have remembered of Justin TV, maybe. But
Justin was a cool guy.
oh, is that a dude?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. And so as soon as it came on Facebook Live, me and Chris Costanelli, I was going to have him anyway. Go, let's go live. I was like, man, let's just do it because I hated doing the editing. I was doing, making it sound really good and all that stuff. It was
Sometimes
like,
you just
let's
got
roll with it. And we
Sometimes you
did.
just got to let technology catch up with you.
Speaking of Justin, you remember Justine Bateman?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Remember that name?
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mallory.
That
Mallory,
was
that's
good
right.
job. Golly.
I don't know how that came up, but whatever.
Family Ties.
How about last night? Let's start off real quick with last night. I was watching on and off because my old lady had the remote control, and I'm not really a college football guy. I used to be back in the day. There's just too many things going on. NFL, boxing, and
You didn't have to
enough.
be a fan of college football to
But,
enjoy
boy,
that.
but
yeah.
I just so happened I was so I got to catch this. I'm a sports fan, and I did see some college games this year. I saw that, and man, my mind was blown. That's something you think you'd see on TV, but it was actually like right there. Like they were comparing it to, of course, when Vince Young won the national championship.
Right.
Dude, that was one of the greatest games. I thought it would never be topped, but boy, last night was crazy.
For me, I hate Nick Saban and I hate Alabama. So,
Right.
but here's the thing: as a Cowboys fan,
Right.
which I think we all are in this room,
I think
we
so.
we are so used to people that don't even have a team that hate on our team.
Right, I hate
And I
it.
didn't want to be the guy that was rooting for Clemson so much, so I didn't talk a lot of smack, until it was down to the wire. But it was a fantastic game.
Oh,
man.
dude,
Unbelievable.
Hold
game.
on, is it kind of warm here? Or?
A little bit.
Yeah, let me get some.
But while you do that, you guys, and I've been on Twitter a long time, but I don't think a lot of people do this. But every time there's a big sporting event or a finale to a show that's so badass,
Yeah.
if you would just find the hashtag and type that in, you have a Twitter
Yeah.
with your big glasses on, type in that hashtag and just sit on that thread, and it just
And you
constantly
can-
goes,
yeah.
and you see people talking trash. You see people thinking the same things you are. It's
Right,
really,
right.
really cool.
I'll follow you, so I got a bunch of those last night.
Yeah.
I ain't
But you
never-
saw how I ended it.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Man, I hope Clemson wins. Watch our stuff.
Yeah. I do got,
No
I do got a
doubt.
question. Why is that unplugged?
There was no sound.
So you're getting sound.
We're
through
getting sound
the-
now.
You're getting sound through the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is my
No. There people were complaining. There were no sound.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
unplugged
really?
just wondered when you unplugged that. I was like, okay, well, that's your sound. So
Real? I wonder what the hell. Okay, I have no idea why. I
Do
did
we want to
that.
fix that, or are we just going to talk louder? We don't even need
No,
to
no,
talk.
it's,
to
no,
you.
no. We
The-
got
the-
microphones on.
So we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. It's just that just sounds better. That's all. This one works fine. I've done a bunch
It's
of them with
iffy.
that.
But you're getting the recording for the actual podcast through these.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Correct.
When
Man,
you-
this is fancy around
when
here.
you-
I
yeah,
ain't used to this. I ain't used to
this
that
ain't
stuff.
camera gear. When that unplugged, I was like,
People were complaining. There's no sound. It looks great. There's no sound. I unplugged it. There's no sound. Oh, there it goes.
okay.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can hear
I
that.
should.
People always complain. I'm like, why you need sound?
True that. This is an audio place. Why do you need to see?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
Look at Mariah Carey.
but last night was like I said, last night was probably one of the most craziest games I've seen. And boy, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever Alabama's quarterback ran it in, it's like it's a ball game, folks. And I was already getting tired anyway. And I was like, well, what the hell? I'm gonna wait it out. You never know.
Yeah.
I've seen crazier things.
Well,
Vince Young. I've seen crazier things, and bam.
It was about time left on the clock. When they left him with 4 minutes, I was like, it's great that they're ahead, but I mean, they left Alabama too much time. When they went down and scored, I was like, damn. And then I thought, you know what? They actually do have enough time, and they never let up. They never did quit. They
Oh,
never did
no.
seem defeated.
No.
That's you know.
Short white guy walk on. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And
But-
then he walked it off.
But anyway,
Walk
sure
it
did.
off.
But anyway, like I said, we can probably go on that one. Probably do some current events a little bit later on. But anyway, that one right there, I had to start it off with that because I was just such a crazy game. If there's any other kind of runaway national championships games, so what hell's last night? But whatever.
I agree.
It's fantastic.
I agree.
Anyway, gentlemen, you guys are into doing everything, but right now the thing you're doing right now is what is it? Amazon Prime.
Amazon
Yeah,
Prime.
What's it called? I believe it's called The Wounded. Am I correct?
Well, we got them all up there. So
Oh, they're all up there.
We're actually excited about finally having an outlet that people in Waco are not the only people watching it, which is
Right, for sure.
And when he says not in Waco, we're talking Liverpool.
They're
Yeah.
playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
the UK is really big right now with Wounded, and it's unbelievable.
You know, that's where a lot of people. Well, I don't know about movies or anything, but I know as far as music, that was the place. Those were the trendsetters were the
Sure.
UK.
Yeah.
I mean, there would be no Jimi Hendrix, one of my heroes, if it weren't for the UK.
Well, Wounded's a little risque,
Right.
And I think that appeals to the UK.
You're walking
there's
around
there's a whole
Chris
bunch of
Cox walking
shows.
around buck naked. Is that what you're saying?
Not in this one.
Oh, not
No,
in
That's
this
no.
probably the only one I haven't.
But
But-
the opening
offense
scenes,
and
their
that
opening
stuff,
scenes,
yeah.
there's more F's than all of our report cards in high school.
But, you
yeah.
know, but I give up. You know, I guess you're keeping it real though. What is this movie about anyway?
Revenge.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a series.
Yeah, a guy. No, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's long.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
it's not a
it-
series of other movies. It's its
No.
own movie.
Yeah,
One
it's
movie.
2 hours and 20-minute long.
Wow.
It seems like a damn miniseries, but it's just Chris Hope wrote and directed it, and
Okay.
he tried to get it down to 2 hours, and it was it was his baby. He didn't want to cut
I
it.
understand. You know, and sometimes I don't know about movie making, but as far as music goes, it's good to be not cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Why?
yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, why is it? Because I know that back in the day, as far as songwriting and producing music, you got to have it done in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's just the template.
Oh yeah.
Why go over? You know, in that case, in your case, making movies. Why not? And sometimes there are movies that I wish I would go longer in life anyway.
Well, but
really.
think about that too in this format. I mean, in a theater, yeah, 3 hours is a long time. But if you're home, you can pause it.
For
You
sure.
can, you can
Yeah.
watch the next part
That's
the next day.
exactly
I mean,
right.
In a theater, yeah,
I think-
that's why that's
I
what they
think
came
that's the best. You know, there's 250 million people on Amazon,
Right.
And they can watch it whenever they want.
And I don't go to movie theaters,
It's
bro.
free, you
Right.
know. And I'm finding out now the younger generation and people I talk to don't have cable.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
I'm
There's a
hearing a
whole
lot
bunch
about
of
that.
And I'm
I'm
like,
hearing a lot
You know,
about
it's
that.
funny because I know a lot of musicians that don't have cable, and it has nothing to do
Not
with
not
being
by
young.
choice. No, but how did the whole because really, and I'm not like I said, I've known Chris for a long time. I've known Brian for a long time, and I want to talk to you about that in a little bit. But how did the
Hey,
whole
please ask them how they met. That's the best story ever.
let's do that. Let's do that first. How did you fellas meet?
If you want to do it, go ahead.
well,
I thought it was softball. I really thought it was softball.
No,
no,
that's
we,
great.
you know, he's from Chilton, and I moved up here from a town called Chillicothe.
Don't hold that against me.
Yeah, same small town, and we worked both at. It was Weyerhaeuser back in the day. Became Paragon right over there on Franklin, a diaper plant.
Sure.
And we was working in the back, and we were both temporaries because we hated working. And all these people started running outside.
Still do.
Yeah, all these people started running outside.
Right.
I mean, running outside. There was a fire, and I walked up to the door, and he was standing there, and I said, "What's going on?" He said, "There's a car fire." And I said, "You kidding me?" He goes, "Nope." And the fire truck was there. They were breaking the windows. This black Maxima. I said, "Whose car is it?" He said, "It's mine."
Oh, wow.
And I went, "You need a ride home?" And he went, "Yep."
Now I do.
And then it's been 26 years later.
And you'll enjoy this. We're driving,
Right.
and I go, "You listen to that kind of music?" Ralph Tresvant.
New
Was on.
additions.
That's
new
what's
singer.
up.
He just had released his own album,
Right.
and he had it playing.
Oh,
There
that's
you
good.
I
go.
think the song was Stone Cold Gentleman.
I don't know. You can
That's
call
love
me
right-
whatever you
that's-
want.
That's love right there. That's love right there. And
So you guys have literally known each other since you were in diapers.
yes,
But
Exactly.
Hey, so I guess it had to have been. I'm only assuming at least half a dozen beers after you said, you know what, let's start making movies. Or how did that come about?
No.
That's a big question because I've never known.
Man,
I've known Chris to playing sports. That's that's how I knew Chris.
this isn't a quick conversation,
Right.
but it was just through sports, through one act play, through everything growing up, I wanted to entertain.
Right.
And I come across a friend of mine now that wanted to entertain as well.
Right.
And we tried it all, dude.
Did you try
not just
stand-up?
movies?
yeah,
Not-
everything.
Well, I'm not very, very tall. I'm standing up
C+.
right now.
Hello.
But for me,
C+.
it was, I always wanted to entertain, and I come across somebody who had the same passion.
Right.
So we started a boy band. I mean,
Hence the picture we were talking about a while
dang
ago.
right.
Yeah,
I was praying to God, said, let that be one of Brian's photoshops.
I didn't have to. Think about it. I didn't have
Why
to.
would he Photoshop?
People were like, "Brian, did you do that?" And I'm
You-
like,
you
"That's a
remember-
real picture, bro."
yeah. You remember that? That's Chris Lowe.
Yes.
And
But-
we went and bought all the.
No, we didn't buy nothing.
We went and got all
I
We
got
the
you.
borrowed it.
I got
borrowed
you.
all
I
the
got
The
you.
tags are on those clothes, baby.
and we took them back.
Right. I got you. I got
Chess
you.
King, Foxmore.
I
Did,
think it
did,
was
a,
in the
did a
mall.
show ever come about from it?
No.
Not in that.
We walked in right behind the real group from here at that time. Remember?
Oh, high five.
Someone,
Yeah.
someone wants to
What's
show the
up?
picture. Someone said show the picture.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Russell's probably got it.
Yeah.
So where'd y'all
That's
play?
his
Did y'all play
screensaver.
with high five when it came to that? Cody's?
We high-fived them.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
We high-fived them when they were walking
And
in.
they high-sided you.
Man.
We did 2 songs and put them on 97.5 and never made a.
Now, Chris-
appearance.
There was 4 of us. One of us had talent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lowe,
I got
Lowe
it.
was
And it
the
wasn't
singer,
me.
and these were the ooh ah guys.
Hey, I got you. I got
Somebody had to pay for the studio time.
you. I got you. And it's it's a shame. It's a shame the story of high five because boy, those guys, man.
Talent. I
That-
mean,
that's
they
a
were as
movie.
good as it was back then.
Yes, that really was. Their life was a damn movie. I hate to say that, but boy, and those guys were from Waco, and I knew some of the guys' brothers. Well, and I know one of the guy right now. And man, anyway, that's a whole other thing. But that was a kick-ass band when they were out, though.
Oh yeah, and then he ended up. We did mobile homework. We did
Oh,
a youth
like-
center and all kind of stuff. And then he got a gig on Walker Texas Ranger doing some extra stuff. And
Really?
then ended up doing some utility stunts on there.
Okay.
And then went, man, I'm headed to Hollywood. And I'm like, all right, man, holler. I have kids. I'm gonna have to probably just stay here.
How old were you at the time?
26.
Okay.
26.
Sure, 26. Hey, you can do all kinds of shit. at
divorce,
26.
no kids. and
Right? I'm ready to rock.
My
I
mom's
understand
Now
that.
he's 48, 9, and no kids.
49 and no kids.
Right. I'm 45 and no kids.
I'm
so.
happy. I might be the happiest one in here.
Right? I'm happier. But no, that's cool. 40, you're 26, and you're ready to rock. And what are you thinking? It's like I'm just gonna create something by myself, or figure something out by myself.
You know what? I was big into soccer. I was the president
Really?
of Select Soccer
I
here
never
for
want to see.
years.
That's crazy
All
because
my
I'm a
kids
Mexican
played.
and was not into soccer at all.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But anyway,
but y'all were a baseball community. Though.
That's true, that's
Baseball
true.
and softball community.
okay.
But we were the kind of friends, and everybody has one
Right.
that you cannot talk to him for a year, and as soon as you talk to him, you pick right back up.
I got you.
And he went and did a movie or two, and then I sold the youth center, and he went, "Come on out here, man." I'm like,
Which led to his
send
divorce.
me a ticket. I said, send me a ticket, and probably the best thing that ever happened to
Best
me.
thing you're about.
So, what movies did you do while you were there?
Well, I mean, I did when I was in Dallas. I got to play on the football team of any given Sunday.
Oh
As an
yeah,
extra there.
for sure.
So
Kick-ass movie.
I did a couple of low independent, and then I started doing actual stunt shows, live action stunt shows at a Western theme park up in Arizona.
And what would that consist of?
Just getting the crap beat out of me and shot every day. But it's what I wanted to do.
Right, right.
And it was a live performance, just like it's no different than you guys playing in front of an audience.
So were you telling Chris, dude, I'm having a good time getting my ass beat up every day? Come on down.
Well,
Is that
I
what
said
happened? Or
So
what?
then he started directing, and it's me getting my ass.
Yeah.
beat.
Oh, okay.
I said, hey, I don't know how to do the business side
Right.
and all that stuff. So you come handle that. And let's do it ourselves. Because the guy sitting behind the camera was making a lot more money than the guy getting kicked in the
Always.
face.
Oh, I know it. I
So I
hear
went.
you. I hear you.
This ain't a smart move. So we just started making our own.
So did you have any game plan?
None.
But when you just like, come on, and we'll
We're
figure it
still
out.
working on one.
And we'll figure it out when you get here. Is that
That's
what
exactly
it was?
what we did. We
And
had
that-
no game plan. We
Well-
had no distribution. No different than recording an album and going, man, I think this thing's going to be a hit.
Right.
What's our next move?
I
And
know.
then what do you do then? There was no social media.
And then you have to sit on. Did you have to sit like millions of other musicians sit on your project and nothing ever happened with it, or what?
Well, you had
happened?
to go to L.A. and knock on doors. I mean, we've
Old school,
we've
yes,
sat
I
we've
remember
sat
those
in
days.
in the offices at Lionsgate with movies, and you finally found the one guy, Chrissy Ann, that would look at it.
And what was it?
Legend of Crown King was that one, but
What,
before
what was that kind of? Oh, anyway, you were saying.
we filmed it up in the mountains of Arizona, believe that or not.
Right.
And it's just a really cool, has 13 people, one room schoolhouse, just a killer in the woods.
Yeah, Jason type movie.
Okay.
And we
okay.
took it out
Slasher.
there, and I guess the coolest part of that was when the two guys from Saw walked in to get their
Wow.
check.
Wow. So
Right.
and then from that, okay, after that happened, what were you thinking? Okay, it's time. We're gonna fixing to hit it, or just think, okay, it's just the beginning, or
Baby steps.
I hear
Yeah.
you.
Then we had to find money. You had to find money to make the next project because it ain't.
Oh, of course.
You can't.
I can
people
only
don't work
imagine.
for free anymore.
I
you
can.
know?
I can only imagine. It's it's expensive, to do albums, much less a movie. Oh my God! I
Well,
can
and
only
again,
imagine
you're
that.
talking about a time with no social media.
Oh,
we're not
yeah.
the technology to put an entire movie together on an iPhone 7. or whatever.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right.
You had to rent a convention room to have casting. Now you just post it, hey, any actors out there, and they start sending you stuff.
Right.
So everything costs money when we first started.
Man, of
everything
course, of
did.
course.
I think the biggest, our story is, back in the day, but today's youth or younger generation should have you have no excuses.
Oh, you got that right.
You have no excuses.
Well,
whether
you know what?
it's
Their excuses that they're going to be a bunch of sissy asses because either that or they're going to have some kind of a vitamin D deficiency because they never go outside. I mean that's
Well-
that's the truth. I have grandkids. I don't have kids. I have grandkids. Long story. But anyway, and one of them's a really really good athlete. He's like 8 years old, but he has that iPad on him. He's not going to get him outside. But anyway.
Well, and like that too. Everybody, any of us, nobody ever told me you can do whatever you want to do. The only people that told them what you can do whatever you want to do is them, each other. Now everybody's like, oh, you can make a movie. You can make $1 million movie, $1 billion movie. No, you can't.
I know.
You can try,
Yeah.
and you can bust
I know
your ass, and
that's
it,
right.
it may happen and it may not.
That's right.
But now that we're talking about the younger generation. He said no excuses. There's no excuses not to try.
True
but
that.
but as far as everybody thinking that, oh man, I'm going to make this one record. I've been paying my dues. I'm 22 now or whatever.
Right,
you know.
right.
No. Hell no.
Exactly.
There's a lot of 30-year overnight sensations.
I think the fact, well,
Exactly.
I'm just assuming, I mean, the fact that it was different back in those days, you know, everybody says, well, it was different back in our time. But we worked harder back then.
Oh, sure.
You had to hustle harder.
And exactly. And then not to mention, I'm just assuming you guys are both athletic. I mean, to me, I attribute a lot of everything I did to, one, to God, two, the fact that I was athletic. Because, you know, as a kid, my dad had me play all sports. So I tried. I was horrible in soccer, but I tried it. But you know what I'm saying? But I think that made me want to do something. And a lot of kids don't
Competitive edge.
do that. True that.
That's kind of what it is.
That's it. You know, well, you're going to try something.
winning
Short
and
man
losing.
syndrome.
That's
Winning
it.
and losing, man.
That's another one. The whole
Winning and losing.
participation trophy.
Yeah,
I would have
forget
threw that
that.
bitch.
That's
Get
BS.
that thing out of
I
here,
really
dude.
forget that. Everybody we've met that has been important in our life has been through an athletic background. From Bob, from our any whether it's fitness, sports, anybody we have met that has been an influence who have helped us
Right.
has been had an athletic past.
And I think that means a lot as far as like the whole drive and competitiveness. That right there, you know, like Chris was saying, that right there helped me out a whole bunch. I mean, you know, I'll be damned if I'm not at least going to try.
Well, go ahead.
Kids don't know how to lose.
That's exactly right.
I know.
You know,
I know.
you just hit reset on the console and you're in a new game.
Oh, I know.
Or cheat codes.
When we lost
Or
on
cheat
Friday
codes.
night,
Oh,
you had to
boy.
run your ass off till
That's
next Friday
right.
to have a chance to
You
win
ain't
again.
kidding.
You know,
You
not
don't
just a reset.
Yeah.
you
Yes.
don't have and until we met Brian, it was me and him. So you don't want him to fail, so you don't want to fail. And then we become partners with Brian and another buddy of ours and from cinema to now,
That's right.
and you have 4 people that don't want to fail. So
You got a good team.
you wanna keep going.
True that. True that. If you got you know to surround yourself with, it's got to be. I mean, as I notice now with not trying to make it about myself, but with those roaches, I was blessed to have a bunch of guys that at least want to do something. Cause that's hard to do that simultaneously. Everybody on the same level. We're thinking the same way. That's hard.
I gotta give a shout out to John Maxwell.
And we still need to shoot that video.
I did. I'd love to. Matter of fact, we're doing one with the
Gumbo?
the Gumbar Entertainment for we had some wrestlers here that are suffering with PTSD, and I wrote a song about a gentleman that's
Right.
suffering anyway. So we're going to work on some stuff like that. But I love to with you guys as well.
Yeah.
You know, I love Red Sea. You know, I love you guys just because I need Chris. It's like Chris is acting on something. I got to see this. Where can I find this information at? And anyway,
My life is
that's-
an act.
So anyway, we're going back to you're in LA, so you decided to come back to Waco. How'd that come about?
Well, we went to LA and we got lucky and we met a few people, told us what to do. We came back to Phoenix. We write a TV series. We go and meet the president, general manager of AZ13, which is kind of like your Fox 44 here.
Okay,
About
okay.
2 million homes in Phoenix. And we create a series. The war's over now. It was this is in 2004. So we create about 6 Army guys that come back and don't know really how to live, and it was called The Unjust, kind of like The Unit before it came out.
Okay,
And we did it. We did 13 episodes. We found somebody that believed in us, gave us money. We sold advertising. We did it all,
and you're figuring it out as you're going along.
and we're figuring it out. And then tell the story.
Thanksgiving. When we get back from Thanksgiving and through Christmas holidays, we're
Right.
going to sit down with you boys. I'm going to call all the TV stations and we're going to get this show started, syndicated.
And that's late night. It ain't on CBS. It's
Okay.
late night, like you see these
Like
shows.
11 o'clock, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
at
yeah.
that time.
But it would have
Exactly.
made us.
And so we get back, you know, after the first of the year, we don't get a call. Ron Bergamo.
Ron Bergamo.
And so we call the station, and they go, "Y'all hadn't heard?" And we're like, "Heard what?" Well, he had went up Prescott, Arizona, coming
Right.
back down.
Right.
Him and his wife slid off the road,
Oh my
and
gosh!
passed away.
Both passed away.
That's just something. Honestly, that's something you would see in a movie. It's just so
Or Seinfeld episode.
ironic.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
that is
Seinfeld.
just
You know, so it was nothing to do with us, but he was a genuine man. And
Right.
he had reached out to help us.
wow.
And, you know, unfortunately his life came to an end, but it kind of gave us a little more drive.
Right. So
So-
you're thinking, okay,
Well, the
stay in Phoenix, or
well, the new general manager told us, guys, I'm not going to mess with it.
Yeah, we're going to do something
So
else.
we're going to do something else. So Chris went.
Well, it was 2008. The
Yeah.
economy went to crap,
oh,
and it
I
really
remember that
went
for
to
sure.
crap
Oh,
in
yes.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
mean, there was full subdivisions people were moving out of. and,
wow.
I mean, it was overpriced already.
Right.
And then when the job market
Oh,
just
it
died,
killed
and
Detroit. That's
automotive,
what's crazy.
yeah,
Detroit's like a
automotive
ghost
and all that
town
kind
now.
of stuff. I went, man, let's just move home. And he
Right.
went, okay. And we packed our shit and moved home.
Yeah.
And now we have a back lot
I
called
love
Waco,
it.
Texas,
That-
and
that-
Marlin and Chilton and
That's right.
Lott and
And the advantages now, at least in the music business, is that we don't need record companies anymore like we thought we did. You're your own record company if you really want to be. And I don't know, is that like that? I guess it's like that in the movie business because who's going to do it for you? You know,
Well, now there's so many iTunes,
that's right.
Amazon. There's so many avenues to where you
Hulu,
can
Netflix,
cut. You
yeah,
can
yeah.
cut that middleman out if you're willing to. If you're willing to put in the work, because it ain't like they're gonna just go, "Hey man, it's a great movie. Let me have that." They're
Right.
gonna go, "No, you got to do."
Change these 4,000
You gotta
things.
do all
I
this.
got you.
I've heard all the jokes, so I'll tell you the story.
Right,
Is my fiance would send me all this music all the time,
right.
Milky Chances and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? Oh, YouTube. All YouTube music that you would never hear on the radio,
Right.
and I'd go, well, let me look at 59 million views,
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
and the next day another one. Like, who the heck? 80 million views?
That is my TV. Is YouTube? It really
Yeah.
is.
And it's his TV too,
No.
but it's on the movie side
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
behind the scenes.
Okay.
But the next generation is Hulu and Netflix
Right.
and YouTube.
For
and
sure.
Amazon.
And to me, it's crazy. When I was in school, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some reason, well, I'm a songwriter. I took English honors. Did real good in English. And math, I was horrible. I'm pretty sure I have whatever the kids call ADD because I do lose concentration on that stuff. So the fact now I can get this whole encyclopedia to just tell me, I can see what's going on. Man, that helps me. I've learned so much from YouTube. I used to sit there for hours. My old lady's like, "What are you doing?" It's like 2 or 3 in the morning. I just absorbing.
It is,
Now I've started figuring out history. Now I have a fascination for history. In high school, I didn't because I couldn't really figure it out. I was
Was
like,
it
okay.
presented to you in an interesting form? There's a lot of
Exactly.
it too, as well.
Exactly.
But yeah, think about that. If you wanted to find out about a country or an event or whatever, we had to go dust off the encyclopedia.
Oh my God!
Flip
Yes.
through that, dig, try to find it. That would be outdated already by 4 or 5 years.
True
Where
that.
Now, literally, something happens 9 seconds ago.
I
and we can
don't
find it.
believe anybody should ever have to go. I say this all the time. YouTube is YouTube college. If you cannot learn
Yes.
anything on there, you're not going to learn anywhere.
I
Right.
agree.
Somebody has done it before you. and will show
Profound
you.
stuff coming from Russell Clay.
Now,
Don't let that scare you.
true story.
Those new glasses got you wise, my brother.
2001,
It's 2001.
a guy from Seattle, Washington, and I forget his name and I forget who he was affiliated with, but he sat down with us and he went, "Man, forget movies." We're like, "What?" He went, "Y'all
Wow.
need to do DIY videos,
How-to videos.
how-to videos
Okay.
of anything and everything you
you
can
can't
find."
you can get hit.
And we're like, "We ain't doing
We were
that
like,
crap."
man, you're an idiot.
Go look up DIY on YouTube
Oh yeah,
now.
I'm pretty I know it. You can't get hit. So I know there's a lot of there are guys that do just the crazy there are tons of DIY. Oh, show you how to tune a guitar and stuff. I was like, really? But
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
they're getting hits because there are people out there who do not know how to tune a
And
guitar.
generally some
whatever.
guy from like Finland or something you can't understand anyway. Well, think about it, man. Like repurposing. You know what repurposing is? Being broke. We've been doing that all our lives, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
yeah. I got to reuse this wood because that's all I got.
That's
Not,
right.
This would look cool because it's got a vintage feel to it. No, we didn't.
You have no choice.
Let me get this old ass car running again because that's all I got.
That's right.
Duct tape.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
How did Cowboy and Lucky come about? Because that's still before Brian. Am I correct?
That's still before Brian.
Is that after Phoenix?
Yeah, we're back in Texas. We're in Chillicothe, Texas, on the porch
But it came up.
in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it came up in Phoenix with another buddy of mine. It was a show called Sonny and Dutch we were going to do, and then he came out. They went on to do other things, and we're back in Chillicothe on the porch. And we called Fox in Wichita Falls and asked them could we put a show on, and they were like, yeah, because back then you could just buy your way on TV. And we called it, we said it was Cowboy and Lucky, kind of like the old Simon and Simon back in the 70s. And
Yes, I remember that for
we
sure.
had to go to Vegas. We went to Vegas for the NABTE convention, the TV convention, and it was expensive.
Not for us.
Yeah, it was expensive. And what it was
Tell them that story.
Just go ahead and type in Photoshop
you
on
had,
YouTube.
you had to buy badges, and they were in the thousands, but it's every TV station from Sony to every production house.
Right.
And it was thousands of dollars to get a badge. So we stood outside and kept watching the people go in that were not working there, but
They had their badge.
yeah. And we kept seeing the colors, how it worked. So
DIY, baby.
yeah, as a preacher's kid, we went and stole some of the little neckties with the pouches, and we went and cut.
Right.
We cut
And by
magazines.
steal,
Yeah.
he means I had to talk to some old lady and keep her occupied
I
while he
got you.
reached behind her
I'm
and
not even
got the
asking how
lanyard.
you were doing that, but whatever.
Yeah. So
You Mr. Miyagi it.
so we got him, and we just looked at the colors, and he went and started taking all the magazines and cutting the colors, the tops of the deal, so it would look. And we put our business cards that we had, and we set them in front.
Right.
And all you could see was TV and the color. And then we just walked in like we owned it.
Wow.
Like we were supposed to be there. And then the next time we went back, I just did them in Photoshop.
Right, right.
But the first time was really interesting because he's telling us we would pull out the inserts
Right.
in the magazines and pieced it together to make it look like that.
No, that's not creepy at all.
And that's how we saw how TV was done, how it was
Right.
bought, how all these bigwigs took these shows
Yeah.
and went, okay. And then he went and played in a poker tournament, and I went and found a belt buckle that had Lucky on it,
Right.
and I found a shirt, and I went, dude, this is Cowboy and Lucky right here. And we came back, and we was like, screw it, let's just do it ourselves.
That's what's up.
And that's what started.
Man, that's awesome. That is an awesome story. And I've seen, is that like the main two characters for the theme of
Yeah.
like your existence as far as Red Sea TV goes?
Well,
Cowboy and Lucky?
we can maybe talk about it later, but it's taking them over. Sometimes I think they are Cowboy and Lucky, and there's a couple stories I like that too. They go into that mode without, yeah.
We can't tell those stories. No, we were free. Russell always says it. We're free actors.
Right, right.
And it's tough. You have a
For
job.
sure,
Brian
for
has
sure,
a job.
for sure.
Well, I take that back. I don't know if y'all have jobs, but most people have jobs.
Right.
And to get the people we needed, it took time.
Oh yes.
So we created characters for us. You know,
and doing it the way you'd like
Yeah,
them to be
exactly.
done.
Well,
You know.
I think it kind of does the same thing that you guys do as musicians. Like, Brian don't have a drummer when it's him and Jeremy. So
That's right.
as he's playing the drums right there
Make
and singing, you don't have to pay a drummer now.
That's right.
You don't have to pay the tambourine man.
Right.
You ain't got to. So we shot it. We edited it.
It's survival.
We cooked you lunch. We're the caterers. We're
That's
the trash
right.
people. So everybody's like, yeah, you guys are the actors? No. We're the labor.
That's right.
Those guys are the
Yeah.
actors.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, what can I say? But as an entertainer, I guess you can say, yeah, you do a lot of pro bono stuff. But it's it's not about the money of it. It's about the love. I'm something about it. I don't know. I grew up in church too, and wanted to entertain too. I don't know why. I just wanted a guitar in my hand. So how did Brian come about? Was it?
you know what? I was just sitting here thinking
Well,
of when me and Brian met.
I met Brian through the golf tournament he was playing, and people started mixing us up.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
he had 30 feet of hair. I had 2 inches of hair.
Yeah,
I
and
had zero
somehow-
arm tattoos, but we both have a little bit of gray in our beard, so we're twins.
So we were twins, and then I started doing my own little movie.
Right.
I kind of just was like, I'm tired of just really hanging out.
I met y'all at Austin's because y'all were recording.
Oh, we recorded the
Yeah.
shows. Yeah.
There we go. I was racking my brain.
That's exactly
wondering
what
what
it
it was.
For those of you who don't know, Brian has been in McLennan County, a music scene, Waco music
Oh, I
scene.
thought you meant on Highway 6. Which is true as well.
and that was just a crazy night. It was just whatever. No, but he's been in the Waco music scene for, man, I've known him for at least 25 years.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was doing it way before then because, I've heard stories about you and Jeremy back in the day. So this
Well, even
gentleman,
before that, I started at 18 was when I was first live gig. So, 10 years now? No. 30 years now. 30 years.
you're from Waco too, right?
From McGregor.
McGregor, okay.
Yeah.
The other Bulldogs.
It's all big city folks in
That's
there.
right. I
Nice.
love
That's
it.
what
I love it.
And you talk about making do, how I got in Red Sea movies. I mean, we just hit it off as fast friends. We're all
Yeah.
similar backgrounds, similar tastes. all
Also,
that
he's a
crap.
natural born hustler too.
Bullshit
I know
artist.
Brian,
That's
what
Brian's
you call
another
it.
natural
That's
born
what he
hustler
meant
too.
to
We're
say.
all natural born hustlers, baby. It's the
so
truth.
out of necessity, hey Brian Russell, hey, you got a bus, right? I
He
said,
just
yeah.
finished your black bus.
Can we wreck it? I was like, no. He's like, no, not like wreck it bad, but like just flip it over on its side and have smoke coming. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Anyway, long story short, we're like, okay. He's like, can you meet me this day? I got a bus driver that's going to do a scene. Okay. Hey, he can't do it that day. Can you do it this day? Yeah. Hey, he can't do it that day. Can you do it this day? Yeah. Hey, he can't do it at all. Can you act?
Can you
And,
flip a bus?
and I said, I've been married 3 times, so
Hey-o.
apparently not, I guess. So I ended up playing a bus driver, prison guard guy that day. It was fun, man.
Yeah.
It was.
But he was already, and we've said this, he already can act just by performing all the time.
That's
It's
right.
as simple. He knew his lines. He knows lyrics. So it worked in that format of, hey man, this is just another stage.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah.
talking your words,
That's exactly right.
and he killed it.
I've seen him do a few things for Red Sea. Natural, natural at it. The in-tune thing I liked. I've seen a few of them, bro.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And
We need to
you're
bring
natural
that
at
back.
it.
If that wouldn't be
I agree.
competition or a conflict of interest, we need to bring that back.
Yeah, no
Dude,
doubt.
I wouldn't mind either, too, bro. I mean, really, because it's the full band thing. I can't really do a full band. I thought about doing that in here. It's like just acoustic
It'd be
guitars and
tough.
dudes chilling. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, the way you did it, bro, I dug it.
Yeah,
I was a
man,
fan of it.
It was good.
Now, I'm going to give a little PSA here.
Okay, whatever that means, I have no idea what PSA.
Public service announcement
Okay, there we
to
go.
my boy over here, Brian
Okay.
Brown. Because this is a podcast, so it goes everywhere.
True that.
Facebook Live, we've shared it to our friends, and
Right.
mostly our friends are watching.
True that.
But I get such an enjoyment out of going to watch Sloppy Joe.
Oh,
But
yeah.
mainly it was, Brian and Jeremy or
Oh, yeah,
Brian and
yeah.
Widgeon or whoever it is.
Great duo.
The changing of the lyrics,
I
like he
agree.
did a few minutes ago, to
Yeah.
Russell with his glasses.
I agree.
I just sit there going,
God,
That's
you hear
it.
what he said? You
That's
hear what he
it.
said?
That's
and they go,
it.
huh?
Yeah, right.
That's a
But
front
that,
man. That's
but
a front man.
I've always said that, man. If there's 300 people out there, it's not for 300. It's for the 7 or 9 that catch it. That's what I want to get.
Yeah.
If everybody's with the joke,
It ain't gonna work.
no, or it might, but you don't want it to.
Well, it's the ones you know that
Yeah.
they're not
yeah.
that smart.
Or the ones that go, that's the only reason I'm here. I
Yeah.
hate this song, but I can't wait to hear what they say.
The ones that you're talking about that you don't know you're talking about them.
Yeah, that's my
that's the
favorite.
funny one.
I've literally had 250 people in the crowd, and 249 heard it, and the guy that's looking at me and I'm talking about is going, "Hey, what's up, man?" Has no idea. Has no idea. That's fun, man.
So y'all got Brian. I don't know y'all. I think y'all were behind.
We were
I'm old. So I'm gonna say Cody's or DB8
Yeah.
or Mr. B's, whatever
We were
that
over
was.
there
Everybody knows where you're talking
And
about.
y'all were there for a while, and so y'all decided, you know what, dude, let's open up a venue now.
No, that ain't
no,
what happened.
no,
That
no.
ain't what happened.
I'm
So
gonna
what
tell-
happened?
I'm
So
gonna tell you,
I thought
Russell-
Cinema came on after
They've
that.
probably been talking, but Russell calls me up. He goes, "Hey, I want to talk to you." So what's up? He goes, "Let's do something." And I said, "Okay." What? He goes, "I don't know." And I said,
But
"Well,
right
I mean,
away-
what you have in mind?" Like, he goes, I don't know that part. And I said, wait. He goes, let's do something. And I said, like a bar. He goes, yeah, bar. I mean, it was just kind of like if I'd have said a chicken farm, he'd go, yeah, chicken farm.
Why not?
But we knew we wanted to work together.
Okay.
And man, we've all had bars before this, and probably all swore we would never do it again.
In Phoenix, we ran one, and I swore we would never do it.
Right. I've heard a lot of stories about
No, I ran one, and he sat over there pissed every day like this.
Yes, yeah. Kind of like I do if I have to go in at night.
that. I got
But,
you. I got
yeah.
you.
Oh, there's a fight. Stop.
I got you. I got you.
That's it.
But we showed up at 10 o'clock in the morning
Right.
every morning. This is Monday through Sunday
Wow.
at 10 in the morning, and we left at 3 a.m.
Oh,
and we'd
my
go home,
God.
sleep. We'd be back at 10, and we would leave and go to the gym and come back.
Man, how do you go to the gym? That's hard. That's hard. I
You
mean,
have
really.
Russell as a friend.
I hear you. Because,
Yeah, yeah.
boy, that's hard.
But it became an escape.
Oh,
from
it
it
does.
because-
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
We're telling stories, right?
Right.
So we take over this bar, and we had been in there for a week watching.
Right.
There's one girl just putting money in her pocket. So we're going to have a meeting with all the employees the day we
Right.
take over.
Right.
And Russell goes, caught you stealing, you're fired. Well, this is her brother sitting over here. You can't fire her. And he said, well, you're fired too. And
That's what's up.
by the time it was over, he had fired them all. And he looked at me and went, you know how to bartend? I went, nope. Do you? He went, nope. So we bartended for about 3 weeks, not knowing how to bartend.
Like bartending, like beer bartending or bartending?
Bartending.
Oh, my God.
Like, can I get a Colorado Bulldog?
Oh,
And we would
my
go,
God.
it's the best one you ever had. And they go, why? Because you're going to have to tell me what's in it, how to make it.
Amen.
So we pulled in our entertainment
Right.
value, and they didn't give a shit what that drink
Right.
tastes like.
Right, I got you. I
We
got
just-
you.
And then we finally got some girls in and stuff, and he didn't have to work quite as hard.
Right.
I was happy. But back to our bar,
Right.
cinema, we talked about it before we even had a place. We knew we wanted it to be musicians and social media
Right.
oriented, something Waco's never seen.
And also comedy, man. I'm glad y'all. I never
Comedy.
got to catch any of those, man. But the fact y'all had stand-up comedians, that's a whole other level
Yeah,
for
that
Waco. It
was
really
funny.
is, dude. I
We
loved
had
it.
some real good guys.
I heard
in
y'all
there.
did. I heard y'all
See,
did.
I worked at Waterworks back in the day, and then we had
That's
the film
right.
station.
Yes.
So I always had a soft spot for that, and I'm a huge comedy fan,
For
as
sure.
much as music, you know.
For sure.
And a connoisseur. And I mean, not just like hey, I like to laugh. I mean, I really pay attention
That's
to the
right.
degree of stuff, and so that was a perfect venue for it. To the degree that a lot of the comedians would come in and go, "Man, y'all got a great comedy bar," and we're like, "Well, it's not a comedy bar; it's a bar that has comedy." They're like, "No, it's set up perfect for that." And we're like,
Wow.
Yeah, thanks. I tell you what, between both bars, this is a backyard. We haven't made a sketch on a napkin. We haven't drawn a blueprint. Every square inch of both places we've shot from the hip on and just
Dude, I love
mind
it.
concept.
I love that.
And well, and that's not a boast. That's saying we've gotten lucky a lot of times, but we really have. We didn't blueprint these things out.
Because you're all buddies. You're all still you have a vision, and it's like let's just do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
right. That's right.
That's the beauty of it.
Right.
Us three up here have a vision, and then our fourth partner was
He was a good worker.
man, y'all need me to add something.
I got you, dude, and I love it. And we'll get to that in a minute. But boy, it's looking more and more kick-ass as the months go by. It really is.
You and I, well, we all have been at a bunch of bars, but one of the things I hate is to go in a bar for 10 years and go, pick up that cigarette butt or move that beer can.
Oh, my
Just where
gosh.
they come in and flip the lights on. And we can't get past, every day we go, let's do this. Sometimes we have to force ourselves to not go down there, so we'll quit thinking of stuff to do.
Right.
Or spend money.
Or spend money. That's what I was really in code trying to say.
They finally told me I have to stop.
Yeah.
I hear you.
No grass, no.
It's looking kick-ass, by the way. So you got cinema, and everybody's loving it. I told Brian whenever he was there, it's like, dude, I'm glad Waco has something finally that's just. I love. I play some of the bars here in town. I like playing at Aces. Jody's doing a good job over there,
Great job.
and I love the fact he's having all these different genres of musicians. Oh, he's doing everything right over there. But the fact that you guys were doing, first to set up for musicians, thank you for that. The whole. Remember that back in the day, that was a hellhole.
It was.
That little hole in that little stage y'all had, musicians hated that back in the day.
Sure.
But when y'all did that
Well, that's
phone,
the first thing I told them.
y'all did that phone, we went instantly.
I said, first thing we got to do, they're like, that's your area, go do it. I said, 2 complaints, it sounds like a cardboard box.
Yeah.
And you can't get there because there's no door. That's the first 2 things we did over there.
And there goes the musician side of our thought process was,
Right.
man, we need to get these QSCs, we need to get these subs, we need to get this X32. And we're like,
Yeah,
why?
listen.
They like, I went, dude, my stepdad played, he brought all that stuff. And Brian went, let's be better.
That's right.
We want to try to make it a little more plug and
if you
play.
build it, they
and
will
that
come.
was because
That's what it
Brian
is, bro.
pushed it. You know, we're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just pick it
Very
up.
simple.
Yes,
But
and
what you create with that is a consistency of sound.
That's
Everybody
exactly
sounds
right.
equally good. This guy has a $400 PA, and this guy's got a $40,000 PA. You're going to be able to tell the difference. But if they all come in, it makes you play better as a musician playing through good gear,
Right?
and everybody's comparable levels
True to that.
and comparable quality, then it makes a big difference. Plus, we like rolling in, playing, and being able to go, man, tonight I might get home at a decent hour. You know?
Even the as far as I'm big. I like listening to podcasts, and I like listening to the comedians. And they're always talking about the stages that they work on that are just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the comedians y'all had that's probably why they loved it too. They can hear
loved
themselves.
it. They loved it. They loved the lighting of the room, the setup of the room. They really did. We got
And
tons of.
how did
Yeah.
I guess the Red Sea Cinema. That's how that came about, right? The idea for cinema. The Red Sea,
actually, we wanted it
To be different.
just to have that a name that was different.
right?
We wanted to tie in the Red Sea for our side, but
Right.
we had 2 other partners that had no feel for it.
Yes, I got you.
And we were just probably just Brian and I just throwing names around and went cinema. That's different. Until we started getting the phone calls. Hey, what time does Lincoln come on?
Oh, no,
You know.
We got the movie. Yeah, we got the movie.
right, I got you.
But you know, we did something totally different. It was a lounge, and we tried not to, and we tried to, I guess, be everybody's friend. We didn't mind if it was Aces, if it was Rumors, if it
Right.
was, it didn't matter.
Right.
And we seemed to be like, you know what, dude, we all can make.
That's
It all
exactly
can-
right.
sure.
I agree.
Yeah,
It
you
all
don't
can work.
go to one restaurant 7 nights a week. You
True
know?
that.
And
I
and you
agree.
and I came up in a time when back in the '80s when we were cutting our teeth or
Right,
whatever.
for sure.
Country bands hated rock bands who hated
Oh
blues
my
bands,
God,
and it was the
that's right.
stupidest thing.
It was.
and
And
we
everybody
wa-
hated rap.
And well, but they all hated
Yeah.
each other, and they weren't fighting for the same piece of pie. And the same concept that we brought to the '90s and 2000s with musicians going, man, we're all in the same game.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with the clubs. We were like, we love all the other clubs, all the other club owners. We're not going to bash anybody. They bash us, which they've done.
Right.
Not
I hear you.
specific ones. We've taken the high road. We go, you know what? When you're whining or
It's hating.
crying,
It's hating.
you're
That's all
not
it
you're not
is.
relevant.
That's right.
You
It's
know?
just hating because Mayweather got plenty of haters.
Sure.
That's the way of the ball game. What can I say? You get plenty of haters, but at the end of the day, you cannot deny success.
That's right.
So you're at so right now you just say you're going to kick it up another notch. How does that come about? The whole backyard thing.
Waco.
Waco, yeah. Waco tells you, or your friends tell you,
Right.
we want a nice, upscale, classy, get dressed up place. And they want that once a month, but the rest of the
That's
time
it.
they want to wear flip flops.
Right.
So, we constantly tried a lot of things, and we became almost a special events venue.
Right.
When we would have great bands in there, we'd have great crowds, and we'd have different events, the comedians and stuff like that. But just as far as a comfortable bar for people to roll into, we never got in people's mindset for that.
Right.
So the opportunity literally fell in our lap, and
Well, remember the deal was, sure wish y'all had food. Sure wish y'all had a
oh
patio.
yeah, that was a big deal.
Oh,
Sure wish
right,
y'all-
right.
And we had where Whiz Bangs, Captain Billy
Dude.
Whiz Bangs would bring your food over to you, but it wasn't good enough.
We
Right,
we
right.
contemplated putting a rooftop deck on that bar
Right.
until we got up there and looked at what you'd be looking at,
Yeah.
and that changed our
Changed
minds.
pretty quick.
and when
Oh, we got up there to see that the copper was gone on the AC unit
Yeah.
right.
again.
Day one. Oh man.
Whenever I heard about you guys doing that, it's like, well, I wonder what's going on. And Brian goes, well, something comes to happen. It's like, okay. So we found out the backyard was coming about. I had no idea how it was going to be. And when I first saw it, I was impressed. It's like, well, Brian's got his hand in it. It's gonna, as far as the musicianship goes, musician wise, it's gonna be kick ass with the sound system. Since then, when did y'all open it up? It's already been like 3 years, right?
We opened in September the 19th of This is our second.
Of
We're
15.
starting our second full
Oh,
year.
okay.
Yeah.
And since then, it's progressed big time. You guys got the big old I guess roof over the
cover.
whatever what's
Pavilion.
covered now with the pavilion. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
30 by 80. That thing.
Even above the balcony, I dig that.
Yeah, we got the VIP area, the overlook.
Because I was there in that area when Eric Johnson came and it rained on us the whole
yeah.
time, but I loved it though.
Yeah. Well, it won't rain on you anymore.
You know that it's like Brian, like you said, Brian was like, we need to build a stage because this place was an old bar back in the day.
Oh, really?
Mexican restaurant, it was city
Oh,
limits.
that's right. You know what? That's
You could
right.
park
Yeah,
in
I played there. I played on that little back
and
porch.
it
Now
was
that-
called the back porch. And Brian said, "Man, if we're going to do this, we got to have a stage." And that was
Right.
the first thing that we got built.
And anytime we're interviewed in reference to the backyard,
Right.
I have to say it was community involvement because we called in a lot of friends
Yeah.
to help with that.
Right.
From cement to metal to
Dude, I hear
toilet
that.
stuff.
That is awesome to
you,
have
you
that.
have to. And in order to make money, you almost have to these
sure,
days.
for sure.
Is call in a favor.
Any shout outs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pioneer Steel.
how long is this? Was it? What's y'all's record?
Yeah.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Pioneer Steel.
Pioneer Steel.
Ratliff Ready Mix. It's
Ronnie
Ready
Griffin,
Mix
Rug
now.
Griffin,
Rudd
Yeah, I mean-
Griffin, yeah.
Russell Fight.
Brazil Electric. We can go on and
Yeah,
on.
I hear
they're
you,
really
bro.
good, you know.
Go ahead.
No, but it was we're back to Waco.
You know what?
That's
That's
right.
another similarity. This is a pat on theirs and our back. We got a ton of friends.
Right.
We got a ton of connections. We got a ton of peers,
Right.
but we don't constantly call in favors. We're not that guy. Hey, hook me up, hook me up, hook me
Right,
up.
right.
I save my favors for hopefully my grave.
I got you.
But literally, it's like, hey, if I need to call in that favor, you don't go, well, this guy's already hit me up 400 times.
That's right.
You go, this guy never asked for anything. Same way with them. We don't. We get 4, 5, 10 favors in the bank with people where we've done stuff for them.
Right.
And they go, hey, you know what? If you can, we'd love you to help us. And they do.
Brian a lot more than us because he gets hit up.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
I'm
Lost
sure,
Roaches.
I'm sure, yes.
You know,
About
there's
the
a
benefits,
benefit
yeah,
or
for sure.
a bunch of stuff like that.
Yes.
And I commend y'all because
I hear you.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
It
Lost
is-
Roaches is at 2 a week.
I had to stop. I had to finally, it's like, I try to be a good Christian, but I have to say, you know what? Jesus knows I'm tired too. You know what?
Amen.
I just wanted you to know that we're doing a
Amen.
benefit for Los Roaches because they don't have any regular gigs because they're playing all benefits.
You got that right. I have to put a stop to that.
But you know, it's back to that.
Right.
People asking you stuff, and
Yeah.
the cover, the deck, the stage was
Right.
all because of what people in Waco wanted.
Yeah.
that is awesome, though.
You know, we didn't go into it going, you know what? If we do this, it was, man, I'd love to come to the show, but it rains out, and I know it's
Sure.
and we went, well,
I
okay.
just got an idea just now, but I'm not going to try to cut you off real quick, Brian. But a tent over the grass. But anyway, you were saying, Brian?
Oh, it's in the works. And the thing for me was, we do this every day. We fight song selection for
Right.
our bands. We go,
Oh, yeah,
I love
sure.
this song, but nobody knows it.
That's it.
So we got to play what everybody knows. It's a similar deal with what sells in this market. What sells in this market isn't something I listen to every day.
I hear you. I
Thank
know.
God, as the booking guy, I go, yeah, man, you know what? Sounds good. Let's get you guys booked. Okay, let's work that price out. Chris, you ever heard these guys? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're good. So, yeah, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and nail that down. I have to go to my go-to guy, my Texas country guy on a lot of these artists I don't know.
Right.
Now I've learned a lot in the past year about some of these artists. Ironically, I've played with a lot of the other ones over the years.
Right.
Just, through the same connections.
Like
That's
Wade,
what-
right? Wade Bowen, I'm sure.
all
you know.
those guys, man, Stoney, all those
Yeah,
cats over the years,
right.
and but giving Waco what they really want and need, as opposed to what they tell you they want or whatever, really has paid off.
I
I'm
hear
real
you.
proud of it,
And,
and proud of the response from the community too.
how did that come about? That you know what? I want to start doing like real. Because you guys are doing legit acts. The fact all the guys you've had, man,
Right.
Well,
I love it.
It's right here. I mean, it ain't.
here's the thing: me and Chris handled the entertainment, and we talked about the stuff, and Russell's like, yeah,
I
it's
just
cool.
wanna
If you're
make
gonna
sure
get
that-
Manhattan transfer in here, I'm
Yeah.
in. But
I just make sure the toilets don't overflow.
But me and Chris were like, man, let's do like every 6 weeks, maybe every 2 months. Let's do a pretty good size act. Let's do an Aaron Watson. Well, we did Cody Canada, William Clark Green. after those two shows were damn near 1,000 people, our phone was ringing off the wall.
That's a venue people talk about.
And so
like,
we
in
went
the-
from
in
one
the
every
community.
2 months to about damn near 2 a week for a while.
Yeah, a couple of times it's Friday, Saturday, back to back.
Because
Man.
you're not going to tell them no.
Oh, for sure. And these, I mean, you guys, you're getting legit. The guy you had Bromhall. To get the fact you had Bromhall here in Waco, for me, that's just wild. Because I
Yeah.
mean,
Now that's the battle that I talked about.
I understand.
That's the battle where Eric Johnson is a effing legend.
For sure.
Bramhall, his resume, exactly.
It's an acquired taste.
Exactly. So-
to a small community.
Well, no, it's a you have like a new product, like a new bar, a new
That's
new
right.
product. Without him, you have to educate people about who somebody
True
is.
that, right?
And Bramhall is a great example. His resume,
Oh, my God.
Clapton, but the
Sheryl
cats haven't seen it.
Crow.
Yeah. So we sprinkle in a little bit of our own like stuff we like,
Right.
But we stick with our bread and butter.
No,
And
you
this
got
community
you got to
was
get
just
paid.
expensive.
It's money. At the end of the day, it's a money making business. Fun is fun.
But Brian's
you gotta
working
make
hard
money, too.
for more toadies or the Offspring. A lot of those '90s.
The Offspring would be crazy.
It would be great.
There's some other ones. Bowling for Soup and
Soup and-
some
Oh,
stuff
wow,
like that.
Wow.
And you know what?
Getting them
We
to
will
come
do
through
something
here.
special tonight. We'll announce somebody we've got coming up. We'll only announce it right here. We won't talk about it again until we do our official announcement. We'll do that in a little bit.
Kick ass.
I will tell you.
And I don't even know what it is.
I will
It's my
tell you
black
this, that you're exactly right about
Black
like Waco
Book.
is it's so if this show was in Dallas or Austin, they drive 90
Well,
miles.
we know that.
They walk 10 blocks.
Yeah.
But it's in your backyard and you don't have to do that.
Literally. in
It's
your back.
hard for them. It's no different than me and Chris being Cowboy and Lucky. I'm not going to watch your movie because I see you guys every day,
Right.
and we're finding out.
But if I lived in the UK,
Yeah, in the UK.
For me, I watched it just because I had to see Chris. I gotta
Exactly.
see this dude act.
But we
And
need
you're
10
good at
million
it,
to
bro.
use. We need 10 million to use.
And I hear
That's
you,
the
bro.
problem.
I hear you. But you know what? The fact that just somebody's just that you're doing it. That's the thing. I mean, the fact you're having fun, even if you're doing it's like, man, they're sucking
You
or
can't
whatever,
get-
or I'm doing it hard. That
You
doesn't
can't
matter.
get
You're doing it.
frustrated.
True that,
If
bro.
it's your passion and it's your dream, then
That's it.
you can't worry about
Amen.
what other people say.
There's only going to be one or two Jimi Hendrixes in this lifetime. Everybody else is just have fun doing it, and if you have fun, you're going to be successful. That's it. That's just it.
Totally agree.
Anyway, Brian, you got the
Uh-oh,
DJ voice. Could you announce this week's? I'll back you with some music. This week's shows.
yeah, let me put my readers on.
You need. I got my voucher.
I'm getting some fancy ones pretty soon. All right, this week, Spirits of Mars, Saturday at CeeLo's in Temple. J.D. Johnson, good friend of ours, J.D. Johnson, Wednesday at the Shack and Jive in Richardson, Texas.
Shuck and jive.
Oh, Shuck and Jive. I'm in the Shack myself. Saturday at Aces. And let's see, another band of gypsies. Friday at Mac Daddy's. Saturday at Lakeside Tavern. The Cash Warren Project. Friday will be at Old Friends Bar. And then Clemson are the national champions. Yeah, that's on there as well.
That's
I
right.
like saying that again too. So go check out some of these shows, man. I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference if you get out of the house and go watch actual people performing live music. Sometimes it opens your eyes and broadens your horizons. You know?
For sure. I mean, I love seeing anything. Even I'm even stuff like acting, not acting, but like plays and all that. I tried to when I went to Vegas. I wanted to go see shows.
Yeah.
I gamble all the time. I mean, me and my way to go to Shreveport or Oklahoma, whatever. I wanted to go see the sights. I love entertainment. What can I say?
Dude, we went to New York, and the only Broadway show we could get tickets to on short notice was The Addams Family starring Brooke Shields. Okay?
Okay, why not?
Fucking amazing, dude. It was
Really?
It was the production, just watching how amazing those artists are.
Right.
It was fantastic.
You
dude.
know that, and this is I'm back to. We go to the Civic Theater here.
Right.
We go to Baylor and watch their plays.
Oh wow.
And if you hadn't been to either one,
Right.
you're missing out because there is legitimate good actors entertainment here,
Cool.
but people
They don't know about it. I hear you.
they don't know and they think, well, I can go anytime,
That's right.
and they miss
Our
out.
friend Beth, you probably should get Beth on here sometime. That Brazos Theater Group they do improv. You guys like Whose Line Is It Anyway? They're doing that
Oh,
right
my
here.
God.
Mystery
really?
Theater.
Misty
Yes.
Theater.
Wow.
Dinner
I'd like to
Mystery
check that out.
Right here in the old parking lot that
Yeah.
used to be Whiskey River.
Oh,
know?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Midnight Rodeo.
Midnight Rodeo. Now it's D1 or D4 or D12 or
yeah,
whatever.
Oh, is it still open? Is it open
It's
now?
It's training
Baton
center.
Clinic.
Baton Clinic.
Baton.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
But on
cool,
the other
cool.
end of that same strip, they do that first of every month, and I've been a part of a couple of them, and I've gone as an audience member too. It's hilarious. It's
Really?
real talent here.
I
in
need
town.
to check that
Yeah,
out for
absolutely.
sure.
And everybody that I'm talking about, I'm one of those people.
Really?
I'm one of those people. I want to go, and I go, I'll get it next time.
I
That's
hear
how
you.
bad it is, though.
I hear you. No, I know. I
And I
understand.
know everybody. And
Oh, I
I'm
know.
like, you know what, dude? I'll come see it. Don't worry. Brian, I'll come see it.
Remember this. Fuego. We got a Fuego on Woodway. Man, I've been meaning to get over there. Oh, they're closing.
Yeah.
Are they closing?
They're
They're done.
Oh, wow.
Johnny Carino's. Man, I've been meaning to get. I hadn't been over there in a while. But I mean to get. Oh, they're closed.
I'm
Every
guilty.
time you put it off or pass it up.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. 'Cause, but I spent literally more than half my life on the road. I mean, hell, I'm playing. I mean, I've missed so many different things in life. You know what it's like. So many different things in life. So now that I'm getting older and had a couple of heart attacks, it's like, you know what? I think I'm going to chill for a whole minute
Right.
and take it easy and have some fun. And that's why I like doing this,
Hey,
right?
hey,
Stuff
big
like
man
this
to
with
wake
guys
you
like
up.
y'all.
Big
Oh
man
yeah,
to wake
for
you
sure.
up.
He'll let you know that he's gonna be bigger than you forever and ever.
That's
amen.
right.
Let's do one, Brian. Let's do
Huh?
superstition.
Yeah. I know that one.
Well, he's not asking us to sing.
Yeah, don't.
You guys can do the
Okay,
eyes and
that's
the eyes and
That's
oohs.
okay.
No,
you done pissed us off now.
I want
I
to
ain't
see some
singing.
C+ dance moves in
We
the
got
background.
those.
Well, people ask for you to sing, so sing.
Yeah, they don't want to hear that.
Are there any questions out there, Gabe?
No.
No questions. Nobody wants to know shit.
No,
No,
way.
nobody wants to.
Well, we've talked enough.
Yeah, no doubt.
If y'all have a question, though, ask.
Oh yeah, actually I do. And this week, Mickey and the Motor Cars are going to be at the backyard.
And we're mixing it up. Friday night is Mickey and the Mo Cars, national touring, Texas country, southern rock damn band, pretty much. And then local artists from Phoenix Series there on Saturday. So,
I love those guys.
the
Eric,
original and
Eric Huggins.
Eric and the boys, that's right.
That's right. But
Shout out to Lisa Getwell. So.
oh, that's right for sure. I think I did a show with Mickey and the Motor Cars back in the day. They're the little brothers of Reckless Kelly.
Yep.
And those guys are legit. Good, so they've been out for a whole minute. They're good
yeah,
songwriters. If you close your eyes, though, you can't tell if it's Willie singing or the Mickey singing. They sound identical, but boy, they're a great band.
Very superstitious, writing on the wall. Very superstitious, let us start to fall. Thunder my baby, yeah. Broke your lucky glass. 7 years of bad, oh. Good things in your past, yeah. When you believe in things don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition everywhere. Hey, hey, yeah. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Very superstitious. Sloppy Joe and half of the C+ band. Give me the daydream. Keep me going strong. Save me from a problem, no. Sad is my song. We believe in things don't understand, then you suffer, yeah. Superstition everywhere, yeah. No. superstitious. Nothing more to say. Hey, Mariah Carey, yeah. I got no monitors or PA. 13 months old baby. Broke the look canvas. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past, yeah. When you believe in things don't understand, then you suffer, yeah. Superstition ain't the way, yeah. Very nice. Good job. Isaac Martinez on the guitar. Yeah.
Good job. That's the deal right there.
That's it right there. He's a natural entertainer.
The lyrics, you know.
Man, I hope Stevie Wonder didn't see me playing that.
He did.
He didn't see it. Man, I appreciate you having us.
Dude, not a problem, bro. I appreciate you guys coming out here. I know you guys are busy gentlemen. I check out you guys doing the morning thing. You're doing the morning thing now.
We're back doing the morning show.
I'm glad you guys are doing it because whenever you were doing it, I've always catch it and I still catch it. I dig it.
Yeah, we try to do that every morning, Monday through Thursday. Just stupid shit.
Where's your building at? You're still behind the whole DBA, or you're just doing it all at the.
We're all at he's at his house. I set mine up at my house.
Man, that's
you
what
know,
I'm
you
talking
You
about.
inspired us to build our own shacks.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
exactly
about.
right. After Don Sharp had passed away, the
Right.
kids sold that place.
Oh, I got you.
So
Okay.
we were like, okay, we'll do our own thing.
And you guys are doing it. I'm glad you guys are doing it here in Waco, Texas, representing. You know what? I tell you what. Before we go, I do want to talk a couple.
What about the special guest?
Oh yes, got a special announcement.
Yeah, man.
Oh, is it that time?
Chris Cox is getting married. Oh, wait, you already
That's
announced that.
right. I
already.
forgot about that,
I
baby. I
announced
saw that,
that. I
baby.
announced that.
Congratulations on that, my
Thank you,
friend.
Yeah, we got a call from a very iconic group from the late 80s, early 90s,
Right?
and they will be performing on March 18th.
Who is
in the
this?
backyard. Well, they were banned in the USA for telling people how horny they were,
Oh no!
and they will be live. The whole crew will
Luke
be live.
Skywalker's in the house.
So we will have 2 live crew at the backyard.
That
March
is
18th.
what is up.
And Friday night, talk about diversity. What
Right.
the hell is diversity?
Right?
Friday night, Kyle Park. Saturday night, 2 live crew. And that's Chris's
And
birthday
I was
weekend.
going to ask if you guys were ever going to have any rap crews there. You know, why not 2 live crew for sure?
Absolutely.
You know
I was
what?
going to say E40, but 2 live crew's cool too.
We have a buddy in Phoenix that has the hookup on some R&B type stuff,
Right.
Which will be coming.
like In Vogue and Salt and Pepper
Wow.
and those kind of deals that we've passed along to Brian. And you know, maybe if they're routed through here, maybe we can get something like that through here
That
too.
is cool too. man.
But you know what has to happen?
people have to
They
check
have to show up. That's
Yeah,
exactly
that
what
is.
has
That's
to
the
happen.
deal.
For all this stuff, they
Yeah.
have to respond. They have
Yeah,
to show
totally
up.
agree with that.
I agree 100%. But like I said, you guys, everybody knows about the backyard. If you don't, please check. Is there? I guess a website.
Backyardwaco.com
Well, backyard way. You know,
and Backyard Waco on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
all that good
that
stuff.
new stuff that's coming out, it'll be on there
Are
too.
you guys all on top of the Snapchat and Twitter? How far do you
He's
go?
all over it. Oh, he's
Yeah, I had Facebook before Facebook.
Facebook was cool.
I was one of the first people to have Facebook that was outside the EDU.
Yeah, because
Remember,
before that I was.
You had to be EDU, and I think
Oh,
it was
no, I didn't remember that.
2006.
No, it was earlier than that because we were our MySpace.
Yeah, I was MySpacing back
It
then.
was MySpace because we were down
03
in
probably.
the apartment. It was 3 or 4, and he created his Facebook, and we were all still MySpacing.
Yeah, they're like, what the
Right.
hell is
He was
that?
like,
And I'm like, nothing. And just sat there for like 3 years.
Yeah, he's
Right.
like, you gotta
Until
get on this, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how to do MySpace.
Man, I miss MySpace though.
Oh, yeah.
The whole
I
it
could
took,
redo
still
that
on there.
whole damn
it
thing.
took 30
It's
minutes.
still up.
Took 30 minutes for the
Yeah,
page
no.
to load up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But,
I had web TV. Come on now.
But I'm glad you guys are doing it right here in Waco. You know, that's a big thing for Waco. You know, right now, coincidentally, you guys are making movies, and downtown Waco is hot. Waco is hot. The music scene right now in Waco is hot. Like we were saying, now we got all genres, and we're just one big family now. Really, you know, I don't, you know, we're just talking ideas. But we had that MAC meeting a while ago, and they were asking I was at the backyard night last night. I couldn't make it. There was a game. I don't know if you know there was a game last night.
Yeah.
But before that, I was there, and they were asking, well, what do musicians want? And I was like, well, honestly, if you really know what musicians would like, I was like, I know you guys do. They do like somebody jams at the brasses, which is cool, but they need an actual like some kind of what am I trying to say?
Festival?
Like a festival, a music festival, because like I said, we have the one in Bryan, that's North by Northgate,
Right.
but they're honestly, their music scene sucks.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
Well,
you won't get me playing over there.
We're working on that as well, man.
There you
and
go,
we want
bro.
to tie it into. We had talked about it a while back when we lost, God bless his soul, Mr. Zacek. You know,
Right.
We want to do something in his honor, and we had talked about putting together a fundraiser that raises funds, and then we distribute it locally. Only,
There you go.
But a different area each time. If it's a family in need, if it's an organization that needs some help, we vote on it. And we
That
get the
is
crowds
cool.
in there. So we want to kind of incorporate all those things together.
Right.
You know.
Well, if you think of doing something like that, doing multiple stages, let me know. I'll help you out on some
We've
gear
got
too.
we got 3 stages now. We just built
We
the
do
third
have
one.
3
So
stages.
we
That is what is up. Where's the third one at?
where the limo was. You need to get it out
Yes.
more, my brother. You need to get it out more. Just built it.
I will, because you guys do. Are you guys having the fight this weekend? I usually have the UFC fights all the time.
Oh, people are still reeling
there's-
from the last
Yeah,
week.
there's not one for another, probably a good one for probably a good 2 months.
We do the bigger ones.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are really expensive.
They're really expensive.
Oh no,
They're
I've
real
heard,
expensive.
I've heard a lot about that.
It's 50
You know
or
how
60.
you know how much they get paid. You know how
$50
much
or
Ronda got
$60.
paid, right?
Yes,
What was it? Was it
$2 million, wasn't it?
three
She got
point?
3 million.
She got 3 million
Yeah.
fight 3.5, and
One third of that was from the backyard. So
yeah, that's what it cost.
I got you.
And she got 3.5 from the
I said-
too.
What were you thinking whenever? Of course, I'm sure everybody was thinking the same thing when they saw that ass beating. But man, I'm still a Ronda Rousey fan. Now, somebody like that, I know a lot of people are counting her out. Even a lot of fighters are counting her out. But I'm thinking this. I mean, if she wants to go right now, is a good time to go. Whatever. But you're really not going to get that. She's almost going out like Chuck Liddell went out.
or like Tyson went out. Same
Yeah,
thing.
for sure, for
once,
sure.
Once you lose that notoriety
Yes,
and that King of the Mountain thing, and you're shown to be
That quick.
beatable, then you stumble coming back, which she did.
right.
Yeah.
Only thing is, here's what I say. Her and Mike Tyson, that's a good example.
Be a good fight.
It would be Mike Tyson all day until it goes to the ground, but whatever. But still, Mike Tyson he thought differently than Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was, you had to think she was an Olympic champion. It was only a bronze medal, but that's a champion. Whatever, a medalist. Those guys think differently than your regular guys.
there's
They
no
think
doubt about
way
it. There's no doubt
differently.
about it.
If they find any kind of way to come back, those guys can come back.
But
Now, a regular guy, go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you this though. I think there's so many similarity. Is I think Mike Tyson. Maybe I'll disagree. Has some emotional issues.
I've heard.
But I think Ronda does too. I think there's
Oh,
some,
yeah,
some
that's
things going on with
there.
her that kill your spirit, that mess with your drive, and I think that's probably where her stumbling block
And
is.
they say, as good an athlete as you are, it's 90% mental.
Yeah,
And and then you can't beat yourself. Go ahead.
Ronda Rousey is the reason Ronda Rousey lost.
that's exactly
I
right.
agree.
She made the sport popular, and
Sure,
then some
pioneer.
really good athletes started training
Yeah.
Once they find,
became better than her.
Once they find out, okay, this is what it's got to take, and now there's a formula. Now everybody goes, okay, this, and now everybody else knows. But can she bounce back from that?
No, she's done.
It's done.
It's
It's it.
it's like Brian said. Don King was Tyson's downfall. Her camp is her downfall.
Right.
Because, hey man, once I learned how to hit your curveball,
That's it.
you better
Right.
quit throwing the curveball.
That's it.
And if she lost in a decision,
yeah.
she lost in 2 dramatic ass
Oh man,
beatings.
it really did look like an amateur fighting, and no punch. The punching was.
She's
Well,
not
the
a
punching
boxer.
is something that I teach my grandson how to do out there. He'd look better than that.
You
honestly,
said it. You said it. She
You know,
is a
she's-
bronze medalist, jiu-jitsu, judo.
that's it. Yeah.
She's not a boxer, and all these people coming up know how to box, know how to do judo. They know how to do it all.
Muay Thai.
That's right.
But I will say this, with all due respect, if she wants to work on her ground game, any of the three of us
I mean,
volunteer.
Hey,
I mean,
But
I'm out.
anyway, fellas,
Be no other bad speed.
I do appreciate you guys coming down, and like I said, you have Mickey the Motor Cars this weekend, and who's the
Phoenix
other one?
Theory on Saturday.
Phoenix Theory, and then not to mention Two Live Crew is coming.
Live Crew, that's-
Someone asked when the tickets are available.
We're not even going. We're done talking about it. We gave y'all a
That's
little
it.
tidbit.
But hey, while we're on here,
Yes, sir.
there's groups like Blue Water Highway,